Our free live chat psychic reading connects you instantly with experienced psychics, ready to offer you personalized guidance and clarity in real time, whether you're curious about love, career, or life's biggest decisions. Our psychics are here to help you unlock your future and discover your true path. Experience the convenience of live chat, where you can ask questions and get immediate insights tailored just for you. Don't miss out on this unique opportunity to connect with your inner self and receive the guidance you need. Subscribe now and never miss a live session. Start your journey towards clarity and peace today.
Hi, this is Severance by Honor, where I do predictions of the future. Like me to do a prediction for you? Let me know in the chat. Just a reminder, all of our show times and all that wonderful stuff is at our website at severancebyhonor.com. So go check it out. We got our new merch link in the description, not our website yet. So go check that out as well. The wife's not working with us today. She's sleeping because she got off the night shift, so we got to be kind of quiet. So let's get started with today's show as we're waiting for all the wonderful people to come in and ask those wonderful questions. Okay. So for all of our Patreon members and those who would like to be a Patreon member, we have new monthly reports for astrology crypto reports on our Patreon page, so go check that out as well. There's quite a few new yearly and monthly reports, so go check that out for everybody. And let's get started with our first question, which somebody had asked on our Discord channel about Moonbeam. Let's check out what Moonbeam and everything that there is about Moonbeam going forward. And I'll probably be doing a report on that by the next show on Tuesday. An astrology report on our Patreon page for that as well. So let's check out Moonbeam. Health-wise, I do think it's going to be doing okay. It's breaking new ground and all that wonderful stuff, as many of the meme coins that there are doing. I don't think it's going to be lasting very long, and I don't think the price is going to be really doing that hot for the next little while. And the people that are involved in this one, I don't think are going to be excited for it for a long period of time. Though you will be making a little bit of money with this one if you do have some. Of course, not recommended, not financial advice, of course. Right now, I'm really doing the push to Bitcoin because that's what all the big players are getting into. They're not getting into Moonbeam and all of the smaller cryptocurrencies. But this one, is kind of the feeling that I'm getting. Let's do a little bit of a yearly look before I do the astrology report later on today. It's okay. If you want to put a little bit in there, not financial advice, of course, it'd be okay. Okay, but overall, the feeling I'm getting from this one is you might as well have just put it into Bitcoin, your hard-earned money. Okay. Let's get into the chat, as we got some people already asking wonderful questions. So, Zoot One, hello, it's been a while. Can I get a tarot card reading? You betcha. Something in the financial part of your life, you're going to be creating a lot of new instances and new opportunities in a big way from your own thinking. I think you're starting to tap into the universal mind where you can start to create things almost at will. Okay. As I've been talking about on this channel for quite some time, allowing universe to help you do many of the things that you would like. Okay. And I think you're starting to get into that mindset, or you're about to start the teachings of that mindset. You have to remember everything around us we control. Okay, it's just a reflection of who we are, right? Health-wise, I think you're going to be doing okay. There's going to be some instance where you're going to be needing a little bit more money for some medical type thing. And just to be ready for that in the next week. And the fight that you were thinking of, you're going to have with another person is not actually going to be a thing. It's going to be actually much easier than what you had anticipated. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. Lizzie, hello. Any advice if I need to improve anything for chances on getting a job? Maybe improve CV, apply for certain types of jobs, etc. Right now, for everybody, start to learn AI. Okay, especially if you're a clerical or office type worker, get into AI. Even if you're not into that field, getting into AI would be very, very beneficial because it's starting to take over everything. Even my job, there's many instances where I'm using AI at my regular job to do all the wonderful things. And they pay very, very good if you know how to utilize AI in the future. Hint, right? You got to get ahead of the curve. I know a lot of people, they know AI, they just don't know how to use it. So the people who are going to be making the big amounts of money are the ones who know how to use AI in a beneficial way. But for yourself, outside of the AI thing, I do think you're on the right track. You're doing all the right things. Make sure you get that work out there, hit the pavement as it used to be, and get out there. There's going to be some partnerships that you're going to be bringing up and solidified in a good way. And there's going to be a lot of victories along the way for job searching. Okay, so you got everything you need. Just got to get out there and get it done. Okay. What can I expect in the next 30 days? So I don't do a month or a year or anything for this show. I'll do the first next week. But if you like a monthly report on what's going to be happening to you, always come for a private consultation and we'll do that. No problem. Okay. Well, let's see what you got for the next week. Health-wise, I think you're going to be going through a whole scenario, which is going to be a little bit trying. So make sure that you're taking care of business health-wise and doing all the wonderful things that are necessary to keep yourself going. Go see the doctor when it does happen. I don't think it's happened yet, but it's going to be happening very, very soon. When it does happen, make sure you take all the precautions necessary to protect yourself. Financially, I think you're going to be putting in a whole lot of hard work, and there's going to be some things coming from the universe to you to help you out with the money and all that sort of thing. Kind of a money coming from an unknown source to help you out with something, and that's going to be very beneficial to you in the next little while. People that you're surrounding yourself with, you're going to be looked at as a leader of some type, breaking new ground, and it's going to be very, very quick. Okay, so you're going to have a busy week there. Okay. Do you see the USA military invading Iran this year? Many rumors are floating around on that. I don't think they're going to get personally involved. What I'm seeing, I got to pay attention to what I say because we are on YouTube here. I think they're going to be U.S. is going to be keeping the Strait of Hormuz clear, because that's where all of a good portion of the shipments of oil go through. And it's very, very close to the Iranians, keeping that open and allowing Iran and Israel to do their thing. And I think they're going to be allowing Israel to do the work and not U.S. Okay, they may help them a little bit here and there, but not directly involved. Okay, because it's not really our fight. Will Ubix network and Cubic crypto ever go to $1? I'm picking up no on both accounts. But let's just have a quick look at both of them. Overall, can you make some money with it? A little bit. Especially if you got in very, very cheap, and it'll go up to like 5-10%, and then you can cash out and actually get something good. I'm thinking both are going to be okay, but they're not going to be going bonkers overall, especially not to that $1 evaluation. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. Okay. Hi, Andre. How high will the stock called Circle go? He did 3 times in the last 2 weeks. Circle's a fairly large company, or connected to some very large companies. I think they're going to be having a little bit of a downturn next little while, because they're not going to be getting all the legislation and all that in time for something big that they want to do. But I do think it's going to be going 4 or 5 times from where it is right now. Even through that, they're going to be having a little bit of difficulty with governments going forward. A lot of the people they were counting on are going to be backpedaling on many of the things that are necessary for its continued growth. And there's going to be some deep, dark secrets that are going to be coming out about Circle that are going to be hindering it in the next little while. So be cautious with this one. Okay? Hi, Andre. Do you see me getting a second job? And do you still see me getting a blue Jeep? It might be part of your new job. So the first question, second job. If you want it. I don't see anything on the horizon for a second job. I am seeing something that you're going to be doing on your own in the next little while. Maybe it's tied to AI. That's easier said done than said. There's a little bit of a learning curve, but there's a whole lot of good things that you can do with AI just to improve your skill set and all that sort of thing. But I don't see any secondary job coming up in the next week or so. Okay? And for the blue Jeep, they're saying purple. Anyways, could be a blue or a purple Jeep, but there is something on the horizon which you're going to get fairly cheap, maybe attached to a second business or job that you may be getting into. And I'm just picking up it's just pretty much given to you in a sense, or the price is so low that it's pretty much given to you. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. Is crypto gonna crash? It's kind of been crashing the other day. Overall, it's gonna stay the course. It's I know there's people out there, oh, it's gonna go to 20,000 Bitcoin. No, it's going to be dancing around for the next little while within that trench from 100,000 to 97,000. Overall, I think we're going to be going on the upside because of all the things going on behind the scenes, especially with Bitcoin. And all the people that are buying Bitcoin that aren't us, which is very, very strange to see. Regular people aren't paying attention to Bitcoin. The large players are. Always watch what the big boys are doing, because that is a very good indicator of what is going to be going on into the future. Okay. Even if it crashes, this is a great opportunity to buy some at cheap prices, especially Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. Those are the ones that I focus on mostly. I got some Litecoin and all that sort of thing, but I might mainly focus on the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, and the XRP because they stand the test of time. Will it crash to, everybody's crying? No. But it is going to be going down in the next little while, and then it's going to be popping up again tremendously. So hopefully you're ready with everything on your end. And just hang on. Okay? Will I ever remarry? I don't see it being remarried, but it's going to be you're going to be with somebody that's very compatible. Marriage is of the heart. It doesn't have to have a ring or anything like that. But I do see that there's going to be a significant other in the near future, and it's going to be very quick happening in the next while. Okay. But it may not necessarily lead into marriage, but it's going to be a very good relationship coming up very, very quickly. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. Thank you for not £2, €2. 3 cards for the week. A little down on the finances. I think you're going to be having a little bit of a struggle in the next week or so with the finances, but I think that's going to be you're going to be overcoming that, no problem, with pure thought and all that sort of thing, which you already know how to do. There's going to be some friendships that kind of wane, go away, but there's going to be some people that are going to be coming in to replace those people in a good way. That happens. Right. People come, people go. Health-wise, you're going to be going through a little bit of a situation. Make sure you take care of yourself. Something with the bladder that you're going to have a little bit of a situation with in the next week or so. They're showing me grape or some purple juice. Grape juice, maybe. I don't know if that's going to alleviate the bladder problem, but that's what they're just showing me. Yeah, so just take care of that, and I think you're going to be just fine for the next week. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. Hi, Andre. Can I get a reading surrounding my love life with Nixon? Well, it is what you create, right? So if you're putting out there that you had doubts and all that sort of thing, that will come about through your own thinking. Okay? So always think forward. Always have the best intentions, and you're going to be building upon that relationship in a good way. If you have to remember, everybody is psychic, and if they're picking up on doubts and all that sort of thing from you, okay, they're going to have to start to pick that up and have doubts themselves. So we always have to think positive, or as best as we can. Okay? Because the question comes from doubt, right? Or you're doubting the compatibility of the two of you, right? I think there's going to be some emotional turmoil in the next little while, and it's going to be kind of self-inflicted because of our own thinking. Make sure that you curb that and don't let your emotional state dictate everything, okay? He who loses their emotional state always loses the fight, right? And sometimes from our own thinking and our own insecurities, we can ruin relationships. So make sure you keep your emotions level as much as you can. I know it's difficult, and everything else will start to fall into place. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. I know it's a bugger keeping your emotions straight, but that's one of our great lessons here on this planet. Hi, Andre. Shiba Inu going to take off soon? 100 times? Well, not 100 times. I'm saying 60 times. 60 times in the next little while because of all the wonderful things that will be happening. And there's going to be a whole lot of new money coming in, especially during the summertime. This is going to be the summer of love for cryptocurrencies, and we just got to get all the tariffs and all that out of the way. Hopefully those countries get to the table and start talking to Mr. Trump, and I think everything will fall into place. Okay? Hi, Andre. Sui is at $2.65. How low will it go? 3 cards, please. It's one of the better cryptocurrencies. We were talking about that on Thursday at our cryptocurrency meetup, being one of the better of the cryptocurrencies that's out there. And I think it's going to be going through a trial like every other cryptocurrency, and I think it's going to be coming back up. I would not worry about it. Okay? It's going to be going up in a good way. It has some use case at least. And I think it's going to do okay in the future. Okay. How low will it go? To $1 something. And then it's going to. So hopefully you're ready with some Muna on the side. All right. Hey, Andre, any messages for me this week? There's going to be a little bit of a situation where you're not going to be doing this. Something that you're currently eating is not meshing well with your body. So pay attention to all the dietary things that you've been eating, because it's really dragging you down physically and mentally and emotionally and all that sort of thing. Pay attention to the things that you're eating. If there's anything new, I think that's going to be very bad for you in the next little while. So pay attention to the things that you're eating. Financially, I think you're going to be going through a little bit of a rough spot, a little bit more income going out than in because of some unexpected bills in the next little while. And a new relationship you're trying to build, I think it's going to be kind of going by the wayside for whatever reason. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. Hi, Andre. Which will perform better over the next 4 months? XLM versus XRP? XRP is the one I'm looking at right now, especially now that you can have wrapped XRP on the, I think it's Coinbase. I think they just rolled that out not that long ago. Plus, Dogecoin is going to be able to be wrapped. Wrapped meaning you can make profit from holding those particular cryptocurrencies. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. Will Dogecoin reach a penny? Yes, but not anytime soon. Okay, but let's have a look at where it's going to be headed in the next little while. There's going to be some new partnerships and all that thing behind the scenes. We're just going to elevate it to newer highs and more useful case. You have to remember, many of these meme coins have no use, right? They're just coins, just existing as coins. And I think there's going to be a bit of a holding pattern with Dogeon Mars or Dogeon for the next little while. I don't think it's going to be really doing anything up or down for the next little while of any significance. Just now they have to find their footing, and they have to find where they're going to be heading in the next little while. I think we're getting close to the end of meme coins for probably another year or two, and then they're probably going to be gone. At least not the big ones. The smaller ones are probably going to be disappearing in a big way. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. Hey, Andre, may I have a reading? You betcha. You're going to be having a little bit of an emotional state in the next week or so. And it's going to be hitting you like a punch to the stomach. So be aware of this and make sure that we're keeping our emotional state intact. Don't act rashly. Okay? I know it's hard, but we always have to make sure that we have our emotional state good. It's not saying that you don't have emotions. It's just keeping them in check. Okay? And it's going to be leading into the financial situation that you're going to be going through. You're going to recover and all that sort of thing. And with prior knowledge, you can prepare for these eventualities. That's why we have psychics, right? To give you the warning signs before they happen, right? And with the people around you, you're going to be gathering everything, all your emotions, finally, by the end of the week, and strengthening your relationships with many of the people around you. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Hi, Andre. Any messages from the other side? I try to talk to them every morning. Well, that's good. And eventually you're going to either hear them, or they'll give you pictures, or they'll give you smells, or clairaudience, clairvoyance, clairgustance, which is smell. So pay attention to these things. Okay, so when you're sitting there kind of in a meditative state and you're talking to them, pay attention to the six senses, right? Clairgustance, which is smell. I know when my grandfather's around, I smell grease because he used to be a mechanic. Grandpa's here. Or audible, or clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairvoyant, that sort of thing. Pay attention to those things, and then you're going to be figuring out how they talk to you. And once you find that out, you can work upon that in a big way. Okay? But let's throw some cards down as well. There's going to be a little bit of a situation where you're going to have to be very careful of your words and actions with other people, because you're going to be taking offense to something you're going to say, because everybody's a little bit more tender in their emotional state. So careful what we say and what we do and all that sort of thing. And we'll keep all those wonderful friendships. But sometimes it's like walking on eggshells, especially for me, who's Generation X. We just blurt things out and wonder why people are mad at us. So just be careful with what we say and what we do with other people. Financially, you're going to be going over this hurdle, and once over this hurdle in the next week, you're going to be doing pretty good. And your health seems to be very, very good overall. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. Where do you see the S&P 500 index go to the next week? Now at 59.70, 62.30 is the number I'm picking up. Just boop. Now they're throwing numbers at me. 100, you see Doge running to $1 in the summer rally. Very, very, very close. They're showing me 65, 85 cents in that area. And especially with Rat Doge, I think it's going to do very, very well in the next rally. Okay. Thank you for the €2. Andre's advice: buy Bitcoin, crypto, get into AI. Actually, the people that we started with in crypto, we had the crypto meetup here in Winnipeg. Now they're wanting to do an AI meetup. If you don't know what meetup is, it's you just look on the web and meetup. I think it's one word, and you can find all the different groups in your area. I don't know if it's worldwide, and you'll see all kinds of people getting together for different things. And one of those that's going to be coming up is for AI, because that head guy from our crypto meeting is now devoting a lot of his time and energy into AI. Okay, because that's how he's making his big money right now. Just when you get it, you'll get it. All right, don't forget Facebook. No, I don't forget. It's up on my screen. I'm new here. How does this work to get a reading? Well, you just ask. This is like kind of the old call-in show, but without the phone. You can just say, "Can I get a reading?" That's what this whole show is about, right? So we'll give you a reading. Something that you're going to be doing with other people, it's going to be taking a little bit longer than what you had figured. You're trying to build a new group or be part of a new group, and it's going to take a little longer than what you had expected. It will happen. You just got to keep working at it and get in there and do all the wonderful things. And the group is going to be growing from what almost looks like nothing into a bigger organization than what you had imagined. It's always fun. Financially, you're going to be just fine. Health-wise, I think the little scare that you had in the last little while is going to be something that's not big. Okay? But do get it checked out, because I think that's part of the formula of when this little health thing happens. Always get it checked, because I think it's the actual doctor that makes it not so big of a thing. I think if you leave it, it may become bigger than intention. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. And hopefully that helps you out with your first reading. Okay. Well, I'll give it to you. Oh, 1, 2 reading. True love partner. When will you meet the next true love partner? 4 months from now, you're going to be meeting somebody because you're out and about doing things. You're going to be meeting somebody that's going to be fairly suited to your needs and their needs. So it's going to be something that's going to be happening along those lines, kind of out of the blue. It's basically how the universe works. Okay. And it's going to be a good relationship in the next 4 months. Okay. So allow it to happen. Allow it to come to you, and it's going to be a very good situation for you. Okay. Hello. Hello. Hello, Honoring Yvonne. Can I have a reading for next week? Emotionally, you're going to be very, very emotionally strong. Everything is going to be going okay emotionally. You're going to be keeping those emotions in check. Not saying don't have emotions. You just got to not fly off the handle. You're going to be mastering that this week, and there's going to be some really good things happening around you, business-wise, financially, that sort of thing. And it's going to be hanging out very good dividend for you in the next week. They're just stating with other people that are around you, don't burn those bridges. Okay? Just saying. People can get under your skin and you burn those bridges. And things happen. And we don't want that. I honor a 3-card reading for my financial situation, please. Stop doing things that do not work. Stop overcomplicating the process, and just do it simply. Okay, I think once you start to get into the simpler ways of making finances and all that sort of thing, like buying Bitcoin, which is probably the simplest thing that you can do, instead of doing all these weird things and trying to time the market and all that sort of thing, keep it simple, and I think everything is going to be working out for you in a big way. Okay, once you get that mindset, and always look for those opportunities that the universe gives you all the time, right? And follow them through. Hopefully that helps you out. Good morning. May I please have a 3-card reading? Stop looking at all the negative things that are happening in your finances right now. Look at more of the positive things and focus on that. You are getting more of what you focus on, okay? And when you only focus on the negative aspects of things and not looking at the positive things, you're going to get more of that. That's pretty much what this card is. Okay. Yes, so stop dwelling on all the negative things that are happening. Focus on it. Make out a situation for yourself where you're going to be focusing on all the positive aspects of everything on. Like the old saying goes, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade, right? And I think there's going to be many of those opportunities coming your way in the next little while where you can make that lemonade. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. I have a stinging in my head for a few days now. Any idea of the cause? Stinging. Like in the temples? Probably because you're trying to... I get that too. Sometimes when we're trying to get to the next level and we're trying to stop it from going, you're going to have stabbing pains in your temples. With that case, well, first of all, see your doctor. Make sure nothing physical has happened to you during the process. Just let it go. Okay? Just let it go. And don't be afraid of the process of growing. Okay? I know a lot of psychics out there, or people wanting to become more psychic. They try to stop it. No, I don't want people talking to me, right? Just let it flow. It's natural. Okay? So when you allow things to happen, these pains will subside. But you always make sure that you're getting checked to see that there's no damage while going through the process. Okay? Will I get a severance package or keep my job? I think you're keeping your job. I think they're going to be reassigning you in some way that's going to be very beneficial to you, and you're going to be liking the outcome of that particular situation better than what you have now. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. I invested in HSN Project, wondering what the return might be. 20,000, 400K, 500K. Closer to 350K in this case. Okay? Hey everyone, Andre, which of the following stocks will have the best ROI in second quarter, third quarter? Rig jumps out at me, and AG is the ones that I'm picking up out that just fly out at me. Okay. Litecoin price future. 45 in the next little while. That's Canadian price. So I don't know what that is American. Because it's been bounced around 4-1 for the last little while. We got a bunch of Litecoin ourselves. But this is something we have to think of. How do you make Dogecoin? Well, you make Dogecoin, which is going to be able to be wrapped, and you can make extra money from it by holding it. I bet you Litecoin is going to be going, because more people are going to be mining it, because that's how you get Dogecoin. It's a secondary coin on the Litecoin blockchain. That's how you make Doge. So if you're into mining, maybe get a Litecoin miner and hit the little switch on making Dogecoin as a side project and wrap it. Good thinking. What do you think? Hello, Nick. Will crypto barn reach 10 to 100 million market cap this 2025? Cards, please. not quite. It's going to be like 100 million, 200 million in that range, and then it's going to be dropping because somebody's going to be running away with all the money. Because you got this card stealing all the stuff. So this is probably one of the cryptocurrencies that you may not want to get into. Okay. So hopefully that answers your question. Cardano, $2? Yeah. Especially when they put out the thing where you can wrap Bitcoin and all that on their blockchain. Then Cardano has a better use case. Will the new Slippy from Matt Fury on Ethereum reach 10 market cap? No. Be nice, but I don't think so. Yeah, again, this is one of those cryptocurrencies that doesn't really have any use. And I think everybody's going to be turning into looking at cryptocurrencies that actually have something to do, that have a use case. Where do I see it ending up? I'm seeing 60, maybe 70 million market cap in the next little while. Somewhere in there. Okay. Hello from India. I'm in Canada. When will my paper on Miras get accepted? The Miras. Picking up 2 weeks from now, there's going to be something that you've kind of missed in the paper. So make sure that you're going through the paper again and re-put it out there with the changes. I'm not sure what the changes will be, but once you look it over, I think it's going to be accepted after you make the little changes. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Hi, Andre. When do you see an all-time high for copper metal? Summertime, going into fall, around in there. Okay. What are Shan's true intentions towards me? Family, friend, crush? Okay. It's going to start out as friendship first, and then it's going to be building into something else if you want it that way. Make sure that you put that intention out there. Allow it to be what it wants to be. Okay? And don't try to control the situation. Just allow it to flow. I think it's going to be flowing into something much bigger than what it is right now. Okay? And that's going to be in the next month or so. Will Forge on Ethereum from Matt Fury reach 10 to 100 million market cap? 65 million. Hi, Andre. Wondering if you see me getting remarried or getting into a committed relationship with a man anytime in the future. I frankly am very content living single. Well, that's the energy you're putting out there. I like being single. But are you? Usually when we're content or actually content with our situation, things start to happen around us with relationships that, because we're not putting a lot of effort into it, universe kind of has a sense of humor, and it'll start throwing potential mates at you all over the place, which is kind of funny. And I do think that if your mindset is actually content, that you're going to get all kinds of people coming around you. And I do see one of them that's going to be very suited for you in the next week or two. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. Cards on when the Fed will cut rates. Soon-ish. I know they're trying not to do it, because once they do, everything goes boom. I don't see them doing the cut for the next little year or so. So everything that's going to be transpiring with everything building up is as opposed to that. So we're going to get real wealth instead of when they cut it rate. You get cheaper money, and we got a whole bunch more funny money doing all the things. I don't think they're going to be doing the cut anytime soon. Okay? So we're going to become more wealthy, not because they did the cut rate. We're actually trying to overcome that situation in a big way. And everything is going to be going that way anyways. The old system is dying. The fiat currency system, banking system. This is why they're all getting into Bitcoin. And stable coins, if you're paying attention. The whole system is going to be changing, and Donald Trump is going to be the one who brings in the new system for our financial day-to-day stuff, and that'll be in the cryptocurrencies. This is why I keep telling you, get Bitcoin. That's where it's all going. Hi, Andre. Will I reach my crypto targets and sell in 2025? Why would you want to sell? Buy it, you sit on it, you make a lot of money. I know everybody's looking for the quick buck, and I'm going to be rich overnight. And no, it's not a get rich quick scheme. This is making a lot of money over time, long period of time. And having a secure financial future. Okay? That's what it should be for you. Not quick money. Quick money is always bad. In a sense where you're going to continue to do that and lose more money in the process than if you had just sat on it. Okay? So what I'm picking up, you're going to be actually changing the mindset. You just sell what you need to, but especially if you have Bitcoin, never sell the Bitcoin, because it's going to be going to $1 million very, very soon. And just sitting on it. And then when they have wrapped Bitcoin, which they're going to be doing on Cardano, you just make extra money from sitting on things. It's going to be very, very soon. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Daisy chains. There's going to be some new things that are going to be coming around you, and it's going to be very good for you in the financial situation. You're going to be finding new opportunities around you, and you're going to be getting through this rough spot, like we're having in Canada too, because of politicians doing silly things. And I think you're going to be building upon what you're going to be getting and the new things that you're going to be working towards, and they're going to be very beneficial to you in the future. Okay? So be ready for that and make sure you're getting that work done. It doesn't have to be difficult work. You just have to do the work, the action. Okay? Hello, Andre. Is China, North Korea, and Russia about to begin a computer AI attack against the U.S., England, Canada, and Australia economic markets? No, they don't have to. Because we're doing it ourselves. I'll restate this again. The old financial system is dying. Okay? This is why they're doing all those things with cryptocurrencies, especially in the United States. Other countries, don't go do that. Keeping the dollar. Get into the cryptocurrencies because that is the future. Okay? And it's just getting you prepared for the future. Okay? You can't stop it, what's going to happen, but you can prepare for it. Okay? So if they do the computer attacks and all that sort of thing, and if you got a good portion of money in Bitcoin, you probably don't care that much. When will it end? Within a year, because I think Israel is not going to be doing so well in this situation. You have to remember, Netanyahu has to look the tough guy. I'm the tough guy. Because he's done all these failed attacks on other places and he's failed. And so now his party is looking at him, wondering if they want to keep him. So now he's going to be lashing out at everybody to become the tough guy. And it's going to be blowing up in his face. But this can be very dangerous because now he's acting on emotion, not thinking. Okay? So, yeah, but it's going to be blowing up in his own face. How much will Casta Coin cost in the end of July 2025, 2026? $4 or $5. Thank you for the $1.99. May I have a 3-card reading, please? Pay attention to the health situation that you are going through. Make sure that you're taking care of business. It's more of something that's going to be coming up, and maybe you or somebody that's very close to you, and it's more stubbornness that's keeping you away from getting it relieved. So take care of that. Make sure you see a doctor and all that sort of thing. I think there's starting to should be building upon your financial situation and getting into all the wonderful things the universe is showing you for opportunities, okay, and starting to do the work, okay. And I think this week you're going to be finding yourself very tempted at burning bridges with people. Don't do that, because there's going to be some situations that are going to be necessary, okay? As my old Kung Fu teacher would say, never ever lose your emotional state. The one who loses their emotional state always loses the fight. Okay? So, don't do that. $2 from Nick. ZBC end. Do I still see it at 35 cents? 2025. Yes, but there's going to be a big downturn in the situation with them. And then you're going to have to wait a bit of time for it to come back up in a big way. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. Things flying everywhere. Well, Cardano reached $2 this year or more of the next year of 2027. If they stay the course, yes, they will, and they're going to be going well past that. They're going to have some usefulness in their blockchain, especially when they start wrapping Bitcoin. Okay? For next weekend, I think you should be trying to keep that even. There's a theme for today's show. Don't lose your emotional state. I think if you lose your emotional state, it's going to be leading into a whole bunch of nasty things. Okay? So keep calm. Don't act out on your emotions, and you're going to be just fine. Okay? Lucy J. Will Mike want to move things forward with me? Yes. You just have to allow it. And it'll become a big thing with you. Okay? Shannon, we already went through that. Please give Andre a thumbs up if he answered your question. Hopefully I answered everybody's question. We got Lucy here. We already did her thing. This will be the last one. I have a meeting fairly soon. Let me check the time. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to be getting into that. You are going to be getting into that relationship in a good way. It's going to be very good. Allow it to happen. Okay? Don't try to control it. Okay? Oh, just allow it to be. Okay? So, that'll be the end of our show for today. Yeah. This is what happens when the wife's not here. Hang on. Close. There we go. If you'd like a personal reading with me, make sure to go to psychicreadingsbyandre.com where all that information is there. If you'd like a personal healing with my Reiki Master Wife, that information is also on our website as well. If you like to protect your cryptocurrencies in the best possible way, we have the Treasure Cold Storage Wallet for sale on our website. If you should happen to purchase one from us, know that we make a little bit of profit from that. And we finally did it. We got our merch store with a couple t-shirts and cups and all that sort of thing. It's in the description of this YouTube show. So go check that out. It's called Yeah Shirts, meaning Yvonne Andre. That's our new company name for our merch. So go check that out. The link is in the description down below. Okay, with that said, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the future. Bye-bye.